I'd like to say a few words about acupuncture. Acupuncture is one of the most ancient sciences on the planet and has a great role to play in both physical and mental and other emotional functions in the body. It works greatly on the body chemistry, body's electrics, and has relationships between electromagnetics and brain function. It's a general tuning tool for the whole of the system, and we can use it very specifically for the likes of tennis elbow, back pain, sciatica, all of those kind of things, as well as areas to do with stress, anxiety, migraine, even asthma. It's a great balancer, and you could regard a proper acupuncturist as somebody who tunes up your mechanisms. Later on, I added classical homeopathy to the repertoire here because I found that acupuncture covered lots and lots of things, but it didn't quite do everything. Nothing, of course, ever quite does everything, but classical homeopathy seemed like a good next place to go to, so we could give somebody some remedies to take to work from inside to out, while acupuncture worked from outside to in. The balance of that proved to be very useful, and then I was introduced to an amazing man in Germany, Dr. Helmut Schimmel, who introduced me to complex homeopathy mixtures and the Vega testing system, which we use for testing allergies, for testing organ systems and functions. We've recently added to that facility with a function called the EIS, electro-interstitial scanning, which tests even further cellular functions and metabolic functions and gives a printed profile on dietary profiling for people to use to improve their whole metabolism, well-being, and give their cell structures a good kick. I've also worked with other areas, very much in orthopedics, and we use a technique in that area alongside acupuncture, which is from Russia, called Skanar. This was developed for use in space by Russian cosmonauts when they had injuries that couldn't be treated by taking medication. And the whole thing works on the basis of taking signal readings from the body, stimulating the body according to those readings in order to gain a cellular change or to improve the way in which function takes place. That's very applicable in muscle, skeleton and tendon and ligament troubles, as well as organ systems. Following on from that, a fourth area in which I specialise is bioresonance, and that is an area which is partly taken from the principles of acupuncture as well as the principles of homeopathy. So we're looking at taking again wavelengths and readings from people and then changing the way those wavelengths operate to hand those functions back as a treatment. Thus we can use it for working on things that are related to allergy, dysfunctions related to, say, skin, allergies of the chest which might produce asthma, those kind of things.